Right now, we are waiting for the flight from Cali, Colombia. This particular flight has a passenger of interest because he's frequently traveling to Colombia. We have a unit that analyzes flights before they arrive. They sent us a picture from his passport application, and that's what we're going to use to try to pinpoint this individual coming off this flight.
Passports out, please. Line up in front of any officer.
How you doing? Where are you going, ma'am?
San Francisco.
It's this guy right here.
Which one is he?
The guy, the tattoo over there.
Folks, everybody, passports out.
Passport, please. Step over to the side, please.
God, he doesn't look like him at all. Gold teeth and dyed his hair, and he doesn't look like the surfer boy anymore. So the officers have located the person that we were curious about.
We won't know we're specifically looking into his trip because we're going to be stopping multiple passengers coming on the flight.
From here, we're going to take him to passport control, then downstairs to baggage, pick up any checked-in luggage he may have,
This way, please.
and then begin the search.
This is the international mail facility, where 60% of all mail comes into the United States.
Every piece of mail that comes off an international flight, we have jurisdiction to search. My dog's name is Argo. He's a 5-year-old Belgian Malinois. He's trained on narcotics, human detection, and fentanyl. Good boy. Come on, buddy. Argo pretty much puts in my hours. 8 hours a day, many times longer. Never complains, never talks back. Ready? Come. Gift. Good boy. Come on, gift. Good boy. We've got an alert on the boxes in this area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put him in a line, and we're gonna see exactly which box contains his trained odor. Narcotics, in other words. Gift. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Okay, so definitely the alert is on that box.
All righty. Hopefully there's something good. Ecstasy.
Good boy, buddy.
This is fish food, but it's factory sealed. Inside are pills of ecstasy. As soon as I open the container, there is a sweet smell that comes off the ecstasy. All right. Now we're gonna take it into our detention room, process the seizure, get a weight on it, and go from there. An average seizure here at JFK would probably be like one of these containers. Right now, we're up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
We're going to use test kits to verify that it's in fact ecstasy. A very small amount is all you need. Positive result for MDMA and/or ecstasy is going to be basically black, which is what we have here.
We have seen the fish food containers before, but normally it's not this quantity. Smugglers use all different kinds of concealment techniques. If they think they can get it by us, they'll give it a try, but they can't beat our dogs. So we got 6 keys of ecstasy. That's a lot of ecstasy.
Hopefully we'll get some arrests out of it.
The team trains constantly on techniques and behavior, and there are certain signs and signals that people give off that they're definitely looking for.
People tend to have certain movements that they do when they're nervous, when they're trying to hide something. He has his head on a swivel. Very, very attentive to what's going on.
Yeah, he's fidgety. Look at him.
Gentlemen, let's go beat.
He's walking a little bit weird. Not a relaxed behavior, not a relaxed way of walking.
How long were you in Colombia this time? Yeah.
3 weeks.
How long have you been involved with your wife?
The story's not making much sense. He's saying he went down to Colombia to visit his wife for 3 weeks, but we don't believe he's married.
What do you do to make money? Now you do real estate?
There are multiple ways that smugglers get drugs into the United States. They have it concealed in luggage, on their body, or inside their body. When we talk about inside their body, that means they usually wrap it in some type of condom. They usually conceal it in their rectal cavity. He's crossed his leg, he had his hand behind his back, leaning on the table. So I've been doing this for 21 years, and the body does not lie.
Listen, I'm reviewing that case folder on the opioid investigation you got going on. HSI is Homeland Security Investigations. We are the principal investigative arm for the Department of Homeland Security. CBP and HSI is like the 1-2 punch.
So this was partially a business trip?
Customs Border Protection are basically the uniformed cops. They are the ones that the public usually deals with.
How are you today?
So when you look at HSI, we are the detectives.
MDMA?
Yeah. So they turn over the information, the evidence, and we take the lead at that point.
We had a package come through our international JFK mail branch of MDMA. We're going to attempt to deliver that package.
What's the location?
The location is in Lower Manhattan, the financial district.
Okay.
This also might be a couple accepting these packages.
Did you send out the recon team this morning?
Yeah, they're on site.
Okay. We're expecting this one to go kind of smooth?
Hopefully.
All right.
Obviously, just like any other controlled delivery, there's certain things that can happen. We're prepared for it, and everybody is on the same page right now.
Let's get out there.
Okay.
We always hope for everything to go according to plan, but you always got to plan for the unexpected. That's why when we do these operations, we go out in numbers. Because if the bad guys got more than you guys, it's not a good day for us.
Hi, excuse me. Let me see your passport, please. ¿Habla inglés?
No, español.
Okay.
From the initial time that we encountered this particular individual, he exhibited some inconsistencies in his story. Physical pat-down is negative. He doesn't have anything on his body. So we're going to talk about the real reasons for his trip, try to get some more information out of him to either make sense of the story or to push for a medical examination at the hospital for a possible internal. This is kind of the real true art form of what we do. The officers are very good at this. And some of these will go on for quite a long time, to the point that they'll never tell you.
The officers pretty much told him that they suspected he had narcotics. And he denied it and denied it.
He's claiming his alcohol. So he's claiming again.
We have enough at this point now to make us believe he may be an internal smuggler of narcotics. And now we're going to take the subject to the hospital. The medical staff will perform an x-ray to determine whether the individual has something inside of their body or in one of their cavities.
You guys gotta take me, take him. You gotta know the deal, so.
Then let's take him.
So you want to go? We'll take him.
Here, I'll call him. You know, some people, I guess they're hoping or let our guard down long enough for them to just pass it out and kick it under the table kind of thing. Obviously, this is not our first day here. So the officers are very good at what we do, and they kept a close eye on him, as we always do. Let's do this. This is the ultimate version of hide and go seek, you know, with high stakes. So if he gets caught, everybody knows that narcotics are illegal in this country. They know the stance that the United States takes on smugglers. It's a serious consequence to bring cocaine, heroin, whatever this may be, into the United States.
As soon as we start the x-ray, they just tell us all what's going on.
Love the when you come in. Only thing that's missing is the towers. 9/11. That's when the all our agencies got put together and created the Department of Homeland Security. 9/11. I was the duty agent with the United States Customs Service that morning, so I was sitting at my desk, and the first plane hit. It shook our entire building. I mean, it was like an earthquake. At that moment, I thought that, yeah, this is it. In law enforcement, when you say goodbye to your family that day and you go to work, there's always that feeling you might not come home. Today might be that last day. So I try not to take things for granted.
Looks like we're coming up here, so you can drop me off wherever. Here you go?
Yep.
All right.
All units be advised. Tom is going to the target location.
Good copy.
Once that parcel has been introduced, it's a live set, and hopefully the target shows up.
Butter is inside, handing the package to the doorman right now.
All units be advised. Parcels in play. Parcels in play.
Doorman made a call to the target, letting him know the package is there.
All right, roger that, 10-4. Be advised, everyone.
Guy's right there. He's a white male. He looked like he had like orange hair. He had glasses on. He had a baseball cap on, a blue one, and he was just holding blue.
On blue. All units, be advised. We might have a possible target in there.
He didn't take the package.
Both the target and the girl, both of them have been confirmed. They are actually sitting inside next to our street team guys.
Roger that.
Took the package.
He must be going towards the elevator.
We're going.
Get there. Took the package. He went upstairs.
Roger that. Be alert.
We're on the back.
Go.
Out of the way.
Dress all in blue. Go. Got him? We got him. All right. Our main target, we got him trying to exit the building into a van that was waiting for him in the back in the entrance of the building. The target's wife. Anyone knows where she's at?
She's in custody. She's in the back of my Jeep right now.
All right, roger that.
Yeah, put him in motion.
Everyone's been apprehended.
I haven't ran that fast in a long time.
Gentlemen, today we helped stop the flow of narcotics. We disrupted this network, saved lives, and hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have a better understanding of where this is all coming from and stop that flow from this one supplier completely. No one got hurt, and my book says this goes down a successful operation today.
Just pooped it out.
You guys tested it? All right, perfect. Positive for cocaine. Okay, let us know when you're clear to come back with the doctors and get the medical release, and then we'll get HSI on the way. All right, thank you. So they just informed me that the doctor took an x-ray, was about to interpret the x-ray with the radiologist, and then the subject passed the object that the doctor felt in there.
Well, it appears that it's wrapped up in condom. Okay, zero it out. Pure cocaine coming from Colombia. You cut it 3 times, it's about $28,000. That's a lot of money for that little small amount of cocaine. And you're making trip every month, so that adds up. Street value on that is a lot.
Once he comes back, we'll place the subject under arrest and then turn him over to HSI. They'll conduct an interview and they'll decide which charges and sections of law they're going to apply to this particular case. And then they'll book him into the federal detention facility.
Even though he was caught smuggling cocaine, this guy seemed like he had some type of opioid addiction. He stated to the officers that he takes oxycodone on a daily basis. Can you sit up? You have to sit up. What he's going through now is the oxycodone withdrawal.
How you feeling right now?
When we encountered him, he was walking and he was coherent and he was speaking normally. Now he's like the worst condition that you can see a person. I have empathy for any person going through that. But as an officer, it's our job to make sure we enforce the laws. Anyone that comes in the United States who's attempted to break the law by smuggling is gonna get arrested.
For us, this is what it's all about. To catch people who are smuggling narcotics into the U.S. is exactly why we sign up to do this job on this team.
Today is a good day for us to get this off the street, to save a lot of lives.
How you doing, man? Where you coming from?
From Zurich.
Okay. Okay. Is that where you live?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Studying.
This is your first time?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, follow him. We're gonna just go ahead and talk to you a little bit more, okay? You said these are all your bags, right?
Yes.
Anything else in your pockets, sir?
Any knives, scissors?
Any weapons, firearms, anything like that? No?
All right, have a seat, okay? Are you serious?
That's interesting. Like he's going to wash machine.
How long have you had that? Since I was born. Really? How old are you? 25. Do you talk to them? Yes.
You know what? There's a lot of closet stuffed animal talkers, so it's okay.
Everyone has to think, right?
All right, you're good to go, man. Go ahead and pack these bags up for me.
Box number 35. Our main focus here in mail is to inspect cargo and shipments coming into the country, looking for items that are being smuggled. It can go anywhere from 20,000 up to 100,000 or more parcels or letters a day.
So it looks like something is right here, I'm not sure.
So let's go ahead and prep it for examination. The officers intercepted a parcel containing different types of arts and crafts, and further examination revealed the frames of the paintings had some anomalies. We're gonna have to test to determine what it is. And there's a
positive test for cocaine. We're gonna notify HSI to pursue a further investigation.
It's not the powder, it's become like...
It's more crystal. The more powder it is, the more cut it is.
This package came from Haiti, destined for Riviera Beach in Florida. In between all of the paintings, a layer of cocaine within them, and there was a total of 8. The total weight of this shipment was 1.32 kilograms of cocaine, worth up to $100,000 in street value. So now that we have the possession of the cocaine, our goal is to identify the recipients and dismantle the criminal organization behind this effort here.
How you doing today?
Not too bad.
Can I see your passport, please? Anybody coming off a plane from an international flight is a potential suspect to us. Doesn't matter how old they are, race, sex, where they're from. There's no textbook to show us who are the people swallowing drugs or smuggling drugs. So we gotta be on our toes, eyes open, and listening to everything around us, because you never know when that person we're looking for will cross your path.
Where are you coming from? 5, 6, 7, or 8, please.
It's a numbers game. At the end of the day, the more you look, the better your chances are to find something. Gotcha. All right, bye. We just got word that a baggage rover over at T8 may have found some narcotics.
So let's make moves, man.
So we'll get some details and go from there.
It could potentially be narcotics.
It was an older woman traveling in a wheelchair coming from Peru that may have some narcotics disguised in bottles.
Just cut the top. I think that's the best way. Here you go. Okay. It's cocaine. Liquid cocaine's common, and they put it in normal goods. So when they come in, they just look like they're bringing drinks or shampoo into the United States.
There was cocaine in the bottle, but on top there was a little bit of liquid. If we just open a bottle and pour a little out, we would never find the actual product.
So they all have it except for this one. This has nothing in it. They're hoping that CBP will stop them and test that one, and then there's nothing in it and let them go with, for this case, 11 other ones. It's about 6,900 grams.
6 kilos is a lot of liquid cocaine.
But the passenger was 82 years old in a wheelchair. She was very cool, gave off the air that she had done this before and nothing was wrong.
Then it's going to take a fingerprint?
The next thing we did was contact HSI. And HSI sent a few agents over to begin the process of interrogating her.
¿Tú sabes que era algo ilegal que tú llevabas en la maleta?
Never I know that it was drug.
What did you think it was?
CBP, they found 8 little hand paintings, about 12 by 12, and inside the hand paintings were packages of cocaine, about 1.32 keys. So we are going to attempt a controlled delivery on that to the receiving address. The address comes back to a compound, basically, and I'm gonna pass out some photos of this place. An aerial view. Basically, there's 2 structures. One is an actual church. It's up for sale right now. They're not worshiping in it. The other is a 2-story building. It appears that there is nobody there, so it's probably just a drop location. As soon as we give the green light, he's gonna go into the church compound with the box. We just wanna make sure we've got all these corners covered. We don't know what's gonna happen, so we're just gonna be prepared for everything.
Safety is paramount, especially because of the location and what we know of the sketchy area right across the street. So we'll get fully tacked out. In the course of conducting our law enforcement operation, we run into a number of risks. We're obviously dealing with over a kilogram of cocaine. And as such, the individuals that we're dealing with normally have a criminal history and a violent one too. These individuals might use guns to protect themselves, protect their product. So we have to take every precaution to make sure that we protect the community and obviously our fellow law enforcement officials.
All right, radio check. We're going to be setting up here.
I've been assigned to this office in West Palm Beach, Florida for 3 years. What we're seeing today is pretty common. Here in South Florida, our community is seeing a lot of cocaine. So we want to make sure that we take these drugs off the street. Our ultimate game plan is obviously to disrupt or dismantle the organization that's operating out of Palm Beach County here in Florida. Air unit status.
Omaha is airborne. We'll be overhead in 5 minutes.
10-4, we're standing by. Your show.
Copy that.
There are several ground units looking at the location, and also we have an aircraft unit that is assisting us. We utilize our air unit so that we don't have to get as close and burn the operation. And especially in areas like where we're at, there's a lot of shootings here, there's a lot of drug activity. In fact, the target location is literally sitting across the street from known drug traffickers. Yeah, this is our target location to our right. Right here.
All right, radio check. Is anybody not set up yet?
We're clear. I think everyone's in position. We can commence the operation whenever you're ready.
Have an undercover deliver the parcel to him.
All right, all units, I am sending in the package. You see the approaching target now.
Air unit, do you have visual on the package?
In front of the church now. All right, he's making contact with someone. All right, everybody stand by, stand by, stand by. He handed it to the guy with the blue shirt. Okay, so he's male with a blue shirt.
So we have reached a critical point in our investigation. This package has been claimed by somebody.
All right, there he is. He's walking back towards the vehicle.
There's a very big possibility we're going to be going mobile, that this package is going to be delivered to someone else. The ultimate distributor.
Yep, he's walking towards the vehicle. It's going to be a late model, white Mercedes 4-door sedan. When they're pulling out now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go mobile.
I got eyeball on the Mercedes.
All right.
I'm at the apartments just to the north of Azealia. He's in a parking lot. We need to get somebody back there to eyeball this just in case he's out of the vehicle and already walked into an apartment.
I'm close by.
He's kind of parked by some containers.
Yep, he's right here. Yeah, he's right there. So here's the vehicle to our right.
There's a subject inside the vehicle.
Yes, he is. He's in it with it.
Well, we gotta maintain an eye.
Someone's gonna walk up quickly and grab that package.
Tú sabes que era algo ilegal que tú llevabas en la maleta.
Never I know that it was drugs.
What did you think it was?
Porque son vitaminas. En Perú
Because
son vitaminas.
In Peru, it's vitamins,
Para ayudarse naturales.
natural remedies.
Ese no venden en farmacia.
They don't sell it in pharmacies.
Okay, so who did you talk to?
Diaz.
Diaz. Okay.
I did ask him if can si puedo traerle las cosas.
So Diaz comes to your house, knocks on your door, and says, "Hey, can you take something to me?" And you said yes?
No, he called me. Some person give me your phone number.
Okay.
Okay.
Getting somewhere.
Who person era?
You don't know who gave him your phone number to Diaz.
She stated that she received a phone call from an individual. She didn't know the individual that well, a friend of a friend. You don't know him.
Diaz, tú dices que tú no lo conoces.
No.
Ok. Te preguntó si te puede traer cosas de Perú acá.
Sí.
Ok. Antes, tú has hecho esto. Antes, espérate, para alguien que tú no conoces.
No.
First time.
Don't you think that's kind of weird and shady?
¿Tú no crees que eso es raro?
No.
Tú lo hiciste por el dinero, obviamente. Obviamente. ¿Verdad?
Pero yo no sabía que era droga.
Ok, tú no sabías que era droga, pero sabías que era algo ilegal. ¿Cierto o no?
No.
She said that she did not know she was smuggling cocaine. People tell us this stuff all the time, but it's our job to investigate the truth, find out who this individual is or if this individual even exists. Here's the deal. I don't believe that you were being 100% honest with me.
Vehicle has not backed up.
Looks like there's a male walking towards the Mercedes. Okay, it looks like the guy has the package.
He does. He does.
I think that guy has the package.
Yeah.
Walking towards the apartments.
All right, we got it. We got the package right here. 2 males, one with a blue shirt, one with a gray shirt. And they're walking to one of the apartment complexes.
We gonna take them down?
Yeah, man. We're gonna get down. Come on over, guys.
Are we approaching?
Yes, approach. All right, guys, go in.
Back in the apartment!
Open. You could have gone anywhere.
They're on the first floor.
First apartment. Upstairs?
No, downstairs. Repeating, they are on the first floor. We need backup.
Keep walking. Stop right there. What's going on? Holding the door still. Hands up. Hands up. Let's go. Anybody else in there? Coming out, we got one.
We have 2 individuals in custody with approximately 1.32 kilos of cocaine. Street value is about $100,000 US. They're looking at possession with intent to distribute. We have a secure site. We're still processing, doing a search warrant now on the apartment and the vehicle.
Just got some receipts to Haiti.
Putting people in jail is fine. Taking drugs off the street is fantastic, but there's a ton of kids here, so it makes you feel even better when you take down people that are doing this kind of thing in this atmosphere.
The investigation doesn't stop here. We will continue doing analysis of telephone records and any other evidence that we got from search warrants. We started at the beginning with just a very simple package, and now we have enough evidence to be able to target a transnational criminal organization.
This is your last opportunity.
Este es tu último oportunidad.
Okay. Otherwise, you're done, and Diaz is just gonna go free.
El señor Díaz vivía
Okay. Where?
en New York,
Okay, in New York. Where in New York? It's a big place.
pero no conozco ni dónde vive. Él trabaja en unos camiones.
He works in trucks, so él es chofer de camiones, ¿verdad? He's a truck driver. ¿Para qué compañía? Doesn't know which company.
She never stated that she had knowledge that she was smuggling in cocaine. But we got a lot of information from her about this individual who wanted the bottles that she was bringing back. So we're gonna have to follow up and see where it leads. Any facial hair? Mustache? Beard? Anytime that we get a seizure like this, it's a good feeling. This is our job. It's to stop these narcotics from coming into the United States. But it doesn't stop here for us. Our job is to investigate these crimes transnationally and prosecute these criminal organizations from the top down.
To know that we stopped this load of narcotics coming into the U.S. that could have ended up into some kid's nose and some kid's arms on the streets. It's a rush, it really is. You're never winning the war, but we do like to win those individual battles from time to time.
All right, let's go. Go first, guys. 2 days ago, Customs Border Protection seized a parcel. That parcel that was intercepted contained a controlled substance, later on tested for the presence of cocaine. The final destination for that parcel was the New York area. Let's bring this inside. I'd be careful opening up that box, all right? Pistons, right?
One piston has been drilled and tested positive for cocaine. There's 2 other pistons that haven't been drilled. We're probing all 3 because it's not uncommon to have what they call a mixed load. If you're going through the effort to smuggle narcotics across the border, If you're importing cocaine, you may be importing a small amount of heroin as well, or fentanyl.
This seems
Yeah,
softer
this
in here.
is just bang through it with the drill.
Maybe they just drilled in. When it got to where it was going, they were going to cut a steel piston in half. There's some way that this thing comes apart that we're not thinking. I mean, if it was threading, you'd thread something and pull it out like a dent puller, you know?
It's like a puzzle. They are creative in where they will hide narcotics, and you have to think of it as almost a challenge. To anticipate their ingenious method of putting it in there, and then how would you take it out?
Let me see where the plane is at. E6. We're at the arrival gate to meet a flight coming in from Kingston, Jamaica. Jamaica is definitely a country of interest for us because it acts as a transit point for illegal narcotics. There have been several seizures in the past.
Hey, how you doing? You traveling alone? Okay. Because most people are here for legitimate reasons, you can't approach everyone as though they are guilty. Speak English?
Yes, a lot.
Just a lot or a little?
Yes, a little bit.
We'll say a lot. By speaking with somebody in a normal, calm, comfortable manner, you hope that they reply in that way, and we can begin to at least assess if this person is trying to bring any harm or any contraband into our country.
Step over here, please. How you doing, man? Do me a favor, just wait right here.
I was born in my theater.
What part of Jamaica? Brownstown. You heard of that?
Where's that by?
It's like
It's up in the hill. It's kind of, is it up in the hills? Where Mobe is, where the beach and all the attractions are.
Brownstown.
Brownstown. You have to go up into the hills, up into the mountain. You think or you know? He claims that he went to visit his mother, but we noticed he grew increasingly nervous and hesitated during questioning. He just seemed a bit off. How many people, how big is that house?
It's like 2 bedrooms. It's just decent.
2 bedroom? How many people live in the house? Huh?
Just me and my mom.
You don't live there? Just your mom?
Yeah.
How long she been there?
Hang out, you're not.
Some of his responses and his behavior are not indicative of someone who was traveling for tourism.
How many bags you have? Check your bags, all right?
His story seemed off, so we're gonna bring him down to passport control, have some more conversation with him, and have him explain what he was really doing in Jamaica, and take a closer look in his bags. Boss, keep your hands out of your pocket, all right?
There we go.
We can pop this out, right? So it must be cased inside.
So there's some secret to it, you know what I mean, that we don't see. This is, it's one of the better concealments. There's some tool or some form of dismantling this piston to get the cocaine out.
Hey, come on, guys.
I don't want to get airborne.
Stop.
Stop. Yeah,
got it?
Yeah, you got powder. We got powder.
All right.
Nice job, guys.
This one has more package material on it.
It's almost like carbon paper, right?
Yeah. Then you punch through and you have some foil. And then lastly, if you can see this blue right here, that's just plastic.
They want to conceal it in such a way that when CBP does check it, it looks, feels normal, and when they try to probe it, it makes it difficult for them to probe.
Blue tint at first. Gentlemen, it's cocaine.
Ultimately, this parcel contained cocaine in all 3 cylinders. This cocaine is never going to destroy any lives, destroy families, or destroy the communities that it's gonna reach.
That's the box for delivery. Don't destroy that box. Yeah. This is the box that the original evidence came in, so we want to keep the box as it appears right now, without changing it or destroying it. We're preparing for a controlled delivery, which is an operation where we'll take the package and deliver it as if it wasn't intercepted by law enforcement. And we're going to arrest the intended recipient. I think drop the drugs and we'll get the
bad guys today.
Your bag should be coming over there. What do you do for work? I'm an landscaper. What did you tell your boss? What did you tell your boss? He gave me 2 vacation. But you were there for how long? 19 days. It's more than 2 weeks, right? But he'll be all right. Let's go ahead and grab your bag. Grab your bag. While we were waiting for the bag, it was observed that the passenger was agitated. He was unable to have a normal stance, sometimes shifting his weight. That's indicative of someone who's nervous. How much money you got with you today?
80. Is that pay for my 60?
Wow, that is a special bag. How many bags did you bring to Jamaica? So the one you brought to Jamaica was a carry-on. What color was it? It was green. All right, so you got this bag in Jamaica, right?
All right, put your bags up here. Single bag? Where'd you buy it? Where'd you buy it? Where'd you get this bag?
He would hesitate to every question I would ask him. So it led me to believe that he was hiding something.
You must claim your luggage here in Miami and proceed to the customs exit.
What happened to the bag that you brought to Jamaica? The green bag.
Kept it up there.
What happened?
I kept it up there.
Why? Why did you not just bring that bag back? Why didn't you bring the... Why?
It was built. It was working on the clock.
So when did she buy you this bag?
She had it from me.
The suitcase that he's traveling with was purchased by his mother that he was going to visit. What makes it a little bit odd is that it's inconsistent with the timeline of when she purchased it. It's just not making any sense.
Take your bag. Follow.
So we're going to do a more intensive examination of that particular bag to see if there's anything that can be concealed within it.
This is our box. This mail parcel contained 3 pistons. Inside the pistons, there was an unknown white substance that later on tested positive for cocaine, about 2 to 3 kilos. Today, we're doing a controlled delivery at that location. We're gonna have an undercover going up to the location to do the delivery. Safety is the most important thing about this operation, guys. Any firearms at this location, we will be seizing as well. All right, guys, let's get out there. We're gonna deliver this parcel to its intended recipient. What we hope to see is that the intended recipient will take this parcel into their residence, and then we will execute our search warrant. You got the heavy vest? Yep. All right.
We stopped the passenger coming off this Montego Bay flight. There were a lot of inconsistencies with his story and the reason and how he obtained the bag. So we decided to bring him here for further examination.
The rivets have been changed. These are factory rivets here.
While checking the bag, we noticed a few anomalies around the railing of the bag.
This metal that goes around the bag is kind of thick, not normal, not consistent with this type of bag.
Once we saw the bag and its anomalies, we suspected that there was a high likelihood of narcotics.
Coke. You can smell it.
You still want to say that your mom bought you this bag? And we need you. So your mom didn't give you the bag. Who gave you the bag? I'm sorry, what was that?
No comment.
No comment.
We have a white powder inside a plastic pouch. We will go ahead and test it using this Gemini.
Make sure you keep your eye over there, okay?
All right, it's positive. Coke.
We're placing an arrest for importation of narcotics in the form of cocaine. The bag was obviously loaded with cocaine. We contacted HSI and advised them of our findings, and we're just going to turn over the evidence and the person to them for further investigation.
Heading now to the target location. Best case scenario was successful. The suspected target they were looking at is at this residence. He accepts the package and we get to execute the controlled delivery successfully and safely. Based on all the intel and the information we have received, there might be some weapons on the premises, and we're planning for that. This is what we train. And if they run, I got some runners on my team as well. All units be advised, I'm on the set with the uncle. We're gonna attempt this delivery. He's gonna step out of my car and walk onto the set.
Yep, copy. And I'm just confirming from you, it's the White House along the fence, right?
Yeah, it's the last house right on the dead end.
Perfect.
Where's that? One of the codes I've used so far is the word uncle. That's the code for our undercover agent. Uncle Uncle's out on foot.
Uncle is approaching the target location. 10-4, we're set.
Uncle's knocking on the door.
Hi, how you doing, miss? I got a package. Okay, stay on with the conversation. She's accepting the package. Uncle's walking over set. Package you. But push it. Side door? No, side door. Side door. Someone's running? We got another room down here. Go. Please, hands up. Hands.
Everybody secure inside?
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Come on, guy. You need me on a roof? I got on a roof. I said, yo, fat boy can move.
I saw that. I was like, all right, they got that real.
Oh, listen, we had the angle on the house. No, it was all good.
Phase 1 went according to plan. We were able to execute the controlled delivery at this time. We had 2 females in the residence and one accepted parcel.
It's all labeled, right? That's all basement. So we found 11 9mm hollow point rounds. We found a bunch of blank credit cards. There was a credit card punch machine. So obviously someone's making fake credit cards. There was a bunch of glassines, a couple of small little scales, which is commensurate with people who are bagging up and selling narcotics.
Female is agreeing to cooperate and talk to us. Okay. So we're gonna escort her back to our office for just an interview. Okay. So we're gonna interview one of the subjects who we believe has more information on what's going on with this parcel. She's willing to come back and talk to us.
Want me to go my car?
Go in your car.
Okay.
We know that this location was being utilized for the importation of a controlled substance. That substance is cocaine. Based on that information, we're going to continue the investigation, which should lead us to the identity of the supplier from overseas. Wrap it up. Nice job, guys. We don't catch him today, but we're very patient. We'll catch him at some point.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will serve as a final boarding announcement for Flight 2450. All passengers intending travel should be through the door marked A3 at this time.
And the subject's been placed under arrest for the importation of cocaine into the United States. That's only one of the packages. We don't know what the total weight or how many other packages are in the side rail. We're gonna go ahead and extract all the other packages off the side rail here, just to get a total weight of the narcotic.
Four?
That is 4. It looks like we got everything. So we were able to retrieve 8 packages of the cocaine. Here on the streets of Miami, a pound would be probably about $20,000 US. Well, this was destined to Bermuda. So the price is gonna be a lot more expensive over there for the pound.
We're now going to hand him and the bag over to HSI for further prosecution.
Our agents contacted the United States Attorney's Office, and this case has been accepted for federal prosecution. The subject will be charged with importation of a controlled substance and possession with intent to distribute.
This terminal is open 24 hours, so we are here at 3 in the morning just to do our job, like always. If I get my coffee, I'm good to go.
All right, they're coming out.
Hello, guys. Come on, passport. Good morning. ¿Cómo están? ¿Bien? ¿Anda sola? Flight coming from Panama, which is a transit point for South America, the Caribbean, and Central America. ¿Cómo está? ¿Ya sola o con la señora ahí? Gonna check everybody's passports, see if anything stand out. For example, you have passenger go to another country and they have no reason to be there. And it's my job to find out what was the real reason for that person to go to another country. Where are you coming from? Which country?
Panama.
Just Panama, no other country?
And Canada. And
No, on this one, this trip. Now, just Panama.
yeah.
Okay, do you have family there?
Friends.
Just friends. And you don't carry any bags?
No, I pick up my bag and then I go to Hong Kong. I live in Hong Kong.
Oh, okay. Have a good day. Go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Whenever you finish. So that guy, he sounds so off. It's something there that I'm not quite comfortable. The kid lives in Hong Kong. He said he has friends in Panama. He said he stayed there 9 days with them. I don't know, he's hooked up in some type of, I don't know what. It's good to find out more about it. I'm waiting for the passenger to finish collecting his bags. He's pacing back and forth. I don't know, he's waiting for his bag or he's just walking around to see the right moment to exit.
You packed the bag yourself, everything's yours?
Yes.
So where are you coming from?
Panama. Just travel sightseeing. Friends. Yes.
You live here in the U.S.?
No, sir. I live in Hong Kong. None right now, sir.
So you're there almost for a week and a half, right? Good time.
Yes.
How much cash did you bring in?
Not a whole lot, like 500.
And did you bring credit cards?
I don't own any.
So you left the country from Hong Kong with $500 cash in total to stay in a foreign country for a week and a half?
Yes, sir.
Not finding anything in the bag doesn't mean that the person is good to go. We're gonna take him to a private area where he's gonna be patted down to make sure they don't have any package attached on the body. If this person is a drug smuggler, we're gonna find out.
In October of last year, CBP officers at the Miami airmail facility did an inspection of a shipment that was outbound to Argentina and found multiple weapon parts. They understood that these are controlled items and that they were being smuggled out of the United States. So they detain and seize those items, and then they contact HSI to do the follow-up investigative side of it.
So what we have here from the seizure, we have the butt stocked, we have the lower receiver, the upper receiver, the barrel.
These are very tactical SWAT-esque types of rifles. They buy these parts from different vendors, ship them out separately, and once they are received, they figure out ways to put them together and sell them as complete weapons like this. We've reached out to HSI Buenos Aires that is located in Argentina. We start sharing information with them and by extension with the Argentinian government. We start working an international joint investigation. Collectively, we have been able to identify all of these nodes, all of these individuals involved in this smuggling endeavor. Now, the Argentine government is going to be executing search warrants in the Buenos Aires area. My team will be going down to assist as much as we can with those operations to take these folks down. Once we get in country, we follow the lead of HSI Buenos Aires.
That'll work.
Okay. There are significant threats that are involved in this. This is a huge endeavor. We're trying to prevent people that shouldn't have this stuff from getting it.
Nothing on his body.
The passenger was patted down. Even though he didn't have anything strapped on his body, there's a good chance that he might be an internal, carrying narcotics inside his stomach or maybe inserted.
So whose idea was this trip to Panama?
My friend from Hong Kong.
Your friend from Hong Kong?
Yes.
Now, did you travel with your friend?
He didn't actually make the trip with me. He just went with me to the airport.
Okay.
Your friend suggested you go to Panama.
Yes, sir.
And how do you know him?
Met him in Hong Kong, like
How long ago?
a little more than 2 months.
Okay.
Almost 3 months.
So you met him almost 3 months ago. He suggested that you go to Panama?
Yes, sir.
For what reason?
Visit, sightsee, all of that stuff.
Okay, so you went there with basically no money and no place to stay. Okay.
No.
So now you were there for almost a week. What did you do the whole time while you were there?
I just looked around, like sightseeing.
What did you see?
Casinos, parks.
That's it? Did you meet up with anybody while you were there? Did anybody come to the hotel to meet you?
No.
Sit back and think about everything that you're telling us. How nothing that you say right now, it doesn't make any sense. You have some guy that you just met, tells you to go to Panama. You go there with no money. You hear how odd that sounds?
Yes, but that's all I know.
That's all you know?
That's all I know, sir. I promise.
Okay, that's something that is, I don't think you understand? The story is getting more complicated here. Now we need to find out who paid for his ticket, where he got the money from to go to Panama. Definitely something more to add to that story that he's giving us.
You sure? You have nothing to tell us? Because we're gonna find out. I want to see you get in more trouble.
No, I don't.
You sure you're gonna go with that now, right?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm going with.
La actividad que nos convoca en el día de la fecha respecto de una caja con piezas de fusiles que provenían de los Estados Unidos y tenían como destino final la República Argentina.
At this stage of the operation, which we're calling Patagonia Express, we're working closely with our HSI attaché office that's stationed in Buenos Aires. They, in turn, work very closely with primary investigative enforcement group in Argentina, the Gendarmería Nacional.
Esta es la matriz de contrabando en la cual intervienen. Estos son algunos blancos de interés que vamos a allanar mañana.
The first target we're going to hit, the Argentinians believe he is the mastermind behind all the smuggling. So hopefully we'll be able to get information from the seizures, from his home, his residence, or even from the subject himself.
Something is not all there with this guy. Something is off, yeah. When it comes to interview a passenger about narcotics, it's a long process. But little by little, he's getting there. You just have to pull it out.
What do you do in Hong Kong? Do you work?
No.
What do you do?
I'm trying to find a job.
So your friend paid for your ticket to go to Panama? He did, right?
Yes.
Did he ask you to go there for a reason, right?
Bring back merchandise, like shoes, clothes, like just bring back and like sell to like different people.
And then bring it back where?
Bring to Hong Kong. Bring to Hong Kong.
Not here.
No.
Something is just like missing here, you understand? And what was the real reason why you were in Panama? Bringing drugs?
Yes.
We'll work with you. We're not here to hurt nobody. We're here to just get drugs. That's it. Period. All right?
All right.
You have anything?
No.
Nothing?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
What did they tell you to go pick up? What was it? Cocaine or heroin?
He admitted that it was drugs that he was going to pick up in Panama. We didn't find anything inside the bags, nothing was on his body, but we feel the possibility that he can be an internal. How about swallow?
No. I've never done that.
But you did the merchandise before.
Once. Yeah.
From where you picked it up?
From Hong Kong, delivered it to Macau.
Okay. The stuff you brought to Macau, did you swallow?
No, I didn't swallow.
You inserted them?
Mm-hmm.
You have stuff inserted now?
No. No, sir. And none in my stomach.
Do you have any in there?
No.
I'm having a hard time believing that you don't.
I don't.
Did he meet you in the airport?
No.
What happened?
I had lost my phone and I had no way to contact.
He's supposed to contact you through your phone and you lost it.
Yeah.
When did you lose it?
I don't remember. I told the management people at that hotel to contact the police and take me to the embassy because I had no money and I had no place to stay. They found my parents' contact. My parents booked a flight for me to come back to Hong Kong. Well, my father.
We have his father's phone number.
Yeah, wait, you have your father's number?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, all right, give me a second.
Okay.
We're gonna call his father, we're gonna call the embassy in Panama to verify everything and see if the passenger really telling us the truth about that. So, and see what happened with that.
Okay.
The first target that we hit is one of the main targets for the Argentinians. Found a bunker within his home.
They found a cache of weapons, a ton of guns in one room. Everybody's okay?
Yeah, everything's good. We found in the back by the pool, he has a little shop back there, so it looks like he had tools and
saw machine tools.
Yeah. It looks like weapon parts, stuff like this, Lego molds and different pieces and labels of gun parts or things of that nature. So.
Okay. We are flabbergasted at what the operation thus far has netted. It's amazing to see all of this come together. Right now, here in Argentina, we're at approximately 50 different locations, 50 different search warrants, but we're doing our best to have these things all happen as concurrently as we possibly can. For a network as sophisticated as this is, every gun we get as part of this operation is one less gun that's out on the street.
So his father said that he purchased his ticket on the way back, which is what he did claim. He did lose his phone. He went to the consulate and contacted his father.
Everything went wrong after he lost the phone, because that's the only way he had to contact these guys. He was supposed to bring back merchandise to Hong Kong. Merchandise. These people, they don't play games with the merchandise.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bring merchandise, you better make your ass over there quick. And they try to make it quick for them and easy.
Yeah.
Now all this drama, so why file a police report and go to the embassy to get out of the country?
Like a cover story.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's too much. Yeah. Right now, I don't think he has it. That's the only thing I can tell you. So we're about to do the wrong thing, right?
Yeah,
How old are you now?
26.
You're so young, okay? You have a future ahead. Or take another direction, end up in jail or in trouble. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now that you get back home, are you gonna still keep in touch with these people, or what is the deal?
Probably not. Probably not. Probably not.
Are we done with this?
Yes.
Pick up your stuff. If they don't have anything, they haven't committed any crime. So this passenger, he's going to Hong Kong to meet his dad. Stay away from trouble.
I will.
Do the right thing, okay? He needs to get his life straight. He needs someone to guide him to the right way. And I wish him the best luck.
Lo que ustedes pueden ver en pantalla es de la actualización de los distintos allanamientos que hemos desarrollado en el día de la fecha.
So you got over 1,300 handguns. Then they got 1,252 rifles. They got over 165 different types of explosive devices.
Anti-aircraft gun.
This is the amount of warrants that they're doing right now. They got up to 42 right now finished. Then they got 23 arrests.
The Argentinians have gotten the evidence coming from different places around the country, so they're still in the process of collecting everything. But the majority of it is here, and we're going to have an opportunity to go look at the evidence that they've got. Holy crap, okay.
We're looking at some high-powered rifles, some Barretts.
These types of rifles are not designed to be hunting rifles. These are weapons of combat. These are designed to be on battlefields. These are weapons of war.
We knew that the weapons were being trafficked because of this first seizures back in Miami. Now, finding these caliber of weapons actually puts the case together because we were finding pieces that belonged to these type of weapons, and we couldn't figure out who they were going to. Now, we have evidence of that.
We've, in effect, taken thousands of weapons off the streets that were out there illicitly and uncontrolled. At the end of the day, this is saving lives.
As a result of all the enforcement actions that have occurred during Patagonia Express, authorities in the United States, Argentina, and Brazil have seized over 5,000 weapons and firearms components, has seized over 167 explosives, and made 24 arrests.
Today, in my country, we celebrate the largest operation we have carried out against those armed trafficking organizations.
Who do you have in Salvador?
Oh, my whole family. I grew up out there.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check your bag. After so many years experience, I have learned a lot. What is this?
Yeah, Courier, yeah.
And what is orile? Oh. Different cultures, different people.
Lobster.
You get more familiar with what you have in front of you. Homemade. This is homemade cheese.
Yeah.
The point that you see something different, you know that something is not right. No más plantas y no botellitas con sin
label.
Sí, muy bien. I can be very friendly, but the minute I feel something is wrong, I'm all business. Do you have any type of food package or anything for somebody else here?
Yeah.
What you bring? Just tell me.
One package with curry in it and some spice.
Somebody sending that with you?
Yeah.
Who?
A friend sent it to his aunt.
Okay, no problem.
They will come and pick it up.
Say that again?
They will come and pick it up where I'm staying.
Iliano. Iliano. Sir, stay over here.
Where is this?
Yeah. When I broke the can, I saw a white powdery substance.
I'll take it in the back.
Go ahead. One of the things that really got my attention is the 3 cans of ackee. Ackee is a national fruit from Jamaica, and he's coming from Trinidad. Now that we have the person secure, I'm gonna proceed to test the substance that I saw inside the cans.
Careful.
It's supposed to be ackee. Ackee is a yellow fruit. It's supposed to be liquid inside. But when I broke the can, I saw a white powdery substance. Voila, positive for cocaine. Look. All three. This drug organization, they're very creative. Sorry? Are you okay? Are you listening right now? Okay, I understand that you're going through something right now, but we have to focus on what we're doing here, okay? I'm gonna explain you, I'm gonna give you more information later on, but right now, I place you under arrest for the importation of narcotics into the United States. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, but oh God, Lord, I did not.
You're gonna have time to explain yourself, but please, right now you're under arrest. Now that we know what type of narcotics the passenger is bringing, we're gonna go ahead and contact the Homeland Security investigators. If you want to cooperate with them, that's up to you. Do you understand? Because you know this is serious here, right? And right now you're in a situation.
Here at our facility, we're looking at a lot of packages. Finding the contraband goes back to the officer doing the exam. So the guys, they do pretty well because they take joy in trying to find the stuff. It's like trying to solve a good mystery. It's like, it's gotta be something in there. Sometimes it's nothing. And sometimes we spend an hour searching one little thing. It's just not right, but you know, they don't give up hope.
Hey, kid. What is that? They stop the line for that.
It looks like the chemical solution. So let's prep it for examination. Drug dealers, they come up with unique ways to try to smuggle their goods into the U.S., and that's one of them.
He claimed it's from Germany, but it's from the Netherlands.
It could have originated in Germany and routed through the Netherlands, but you wouldn't have a Netherlands postage. So the criminals will try to do anything to mask what they're doing to get a product through. They're claiming it's bio-eco-culture oil, green is the future. Based on what we're seeing on the outside, there's something suspicious going on. The good thing about this equipment we can scan without opening the plastic, causing spillage. Gamma-butyrolactone, GBL. It's a Schedule I chemical class with the DEA. This chemical can be easily converted into a narcotic. So in this case, GBL can be converted into GHB. GHB is a known date rape drug. I have a young daughter, so things like this is always a concern. So this is another drug that we want to get off the streets. It's like 1.3 kilograms. We're gonna pass that information along to HSI, see what they want to do with it.
Tell me the breakdown for the money.
Okay. 5 100s.
This is Special Agent Patrick. The time is 10:13. Can I give this to you? Did you know what was in there? No. No? Okay. Who asked you to bring that over there, if anybody? Did you bring that over yourself? Did you just...
No, one of my customer.
And who's he to you?
I don't know. Just one of my customer.
So far, all we know about the perp is that he was traveling from Trinidad, where he resides and owns a store. He asked you to bring those over.
For his aunt.
For his aunt?
Yeah.
And who's his aunt?
His aunt, I don't know.
You wanted to get those cans to the aunt, right?
Yeah.
Have you called her yet?
No, I don't have a number. I have to call him.
If we can get him to talk to the individual from Trinidad, we can use that to lead us into catching the next big fish. Much bigger targets that we have in these drug trafficking organizations. Let me ask you this, how are you gonna give it to his aunt?
When I get to my brother's place, I'm supposed to call him and he will send somebody there to pick it up.
The purpose being cooperative with us, which does help us figure out the truth of what's going on here. This isn't the only person involved. This is someone's product. This is someone's money, and it's being pushed into the U.S., and there's going to be other people that are going to have to take responsibility for what happened. See what we can do, okay? All right.
Man, you can smell it.
Yeah, it reeks.
We can try and turn it upside down and cut the bottom and push it through.
Yeah. It's actually still like brick in there. There it goes.
Look at that, huh?
This is gonna be a good weight.
All right.
$1.3 kilograms with a street value of $64,000. That's a good weight that I put out of the stream.
There you go. All right.
He didn't say about any times, any pickup times or anything?
No, he said today.
Did he say if a guy or a girl is coming?
No, he didn't.
The passenger at this time is being cooperative?
22 we called back to confirm the address.
So when this individual calls from Trinidad, we're gonna have him talk to that person so that we can go ahead and snatch up whoever this stuff is supposed to go to.
Hello? Uh-huh. When the police, the address and the GPS will come from that. You know, I just meet them by the corner and hand them a package or whatsoever. Then they just phone me and I go just walk out. Alright. So just give them my number, tell me what car they driving or whatsoever. Alright. Okay. You put it back soon then. Yeah, okay then. Alright. Yeah, okay.
Were you able to get like a description, like the way the car looked or anything like that? All right. So maybe when he calls back.
Yeah.
The individual from Trinidad, there's someone coming to pick up the drugs, and he'll call him when that person's coming. When we're conducting a controlled delivery where we're actually going to be bringing the perp out with us, the safety of the perpetrator is one of our main concerns, just as much as the safety of any other agent or law enforcement personnel on the scene. Right now, we have a plan in place as far as the controlled delivery goes. We also have NYPD that's moving out to secure an area that we're going to use the drugs to be delivered to. We're going to see who shows up, and we're going to take them down.
Afternoon, guys. How are you? We got approximately 1.3 kilograms of GBL that CBP in Miami intercepted. The bottles that you guys see in the middle, those bottles are the ones that contain the GBL. We are not going to be delivering those. They've been replaced with the loaded bottles of baby oil, just in case the package goes mobile. The individual that we're delivering to is a white male, approximately in his late 30s. This individual, he works out. He's pretty much got like a 10-pack. He's a big fella. So obviously, the entry team, when we go in, we want to proceed with caution. Once the subject accepts delivery of the package, we'll go ahead and have our designated entry team make entry on the apartment, secure the subject, and then we'll go ahead and conduct a search of the premises. Any questions, comments, concerns? So remember, guys, safety's paramount. Make sure you have all your vest gear. We'll see you guys out there. GBL, it's commonly known as the daybreak drug. South Florida, there's a lot of beach parties and whatnot, and we have had males and females drugged with GBL for sexual assaults.
This is the only entrance in or out?
I believe so, yeah, because to the north, there's a wall.
about to get on the move.
All right, 10-4. Okay, we're live audio on the UC. Stand by. All right, UC just knocked at the door. All right, somebody just answered. Stand by. Somebody just answered. All right. Subject accepted partial. Subject accepted partial. Package is in play. Package is in play. We got the UC walking back toward the main hallway. The subject is home. He accepted delivery of the package, and now it's just a waiting game. We wait to give the person the opportunity to break into the package. So when we go in, we catch him with the hand in the cookie jar.
All right, guys, be advised, everything is live. We have our cooperator on set, and we're monitoring calls.
So the house is about 1 block away to our right where we're sitting. But the individual could pass by us. They could circle the block. They could weave in and out. They could do whatever ritual they have it is to get the paranoia off their backs that they're coming to pick up almost 1.5 kilos of cocaine.
Cooperator has made contact with the recipient, indicated that he's on set, he's ready. Recipient said that she will be here soon. Cooperator feels that the recipient is close. Copy?
Okay. We just got word that the person that's coming to pick up the drugs is getting close. We aren't able to see what she looks like. We don't know her name. But this amount of drugs involved, there's a strong history in times like this where guns are also involved.
Hey, there's a male and a female driving down in a silver Toyota Camry, older model. Stand by.
The hardest part about being patient is that you have to spend energy being patient because you can't get complacent. You have to stay alert. You have to watch every car that goes by, every individual.
Somebody's pulling out. Older female. Looks like she has some kids in the back. Not related, I would say for now. Break, guys. Several attempts have been made to reach out to the recipient. Negative results. We're breaking it down for now.
Wow.
Reconvene back at the office. CD terminated. Copy?
Copy. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. It seems like communication's kind of fallen off. So they're going to go ahead and try and reconvene, see if they can't reach back out to the person. You know, could be a misunderstanding. We could be right back out here in an hour. We don't know. So we'll see what happens.
Be ready if the subject for some reason leaves the apartment and we do not see a package in hand. We're going to go ahead and take him into custody as he approaches his vehicle. You guys can start moving into the stairwell. No change on the residence, no change. Our entry team's getting ready to move into position to go into the premises. Anytime we're going into an apartment or house, there's a lot of unknowns, so that's where we gotta gear up and prepare for the worst and run scenarios in your head. And that's basically what our entry team's doing right now. Entry team, be advised, we got a bystander walking by on the 4th level.
10-4.
All right, hang on, he's coming out. Subject just came out of the apartment. He's wearing a black ball cap, white shirt, dark shorts. He's making his way to the elevator. Looks like we're gonna have to take him at the vehicle. Okay, subject coming out. Subject coming out, approaching the vehicle. Go ahead, guys.
Stop right there. Put your hands up. On your stomach. On your stomach. I'm gonna roll you to this side. I'm gonna shoot you on your butt, all right? 1, 2, 3.
We just executed the arrest of the subject that we delivered a package to.
Is there anybody else in your residence? No.
We'll go ahead and execute the federal search warrant on the premises, see if we can find additional evidence, and hopefully interview him, and he'll want to cooperate with us. All right, let's do the apartment. Let's go.
Police search warrant! Police search warrant! Police. Police coming in.
Team, make an entry now. Stand by. All right, 10-4. Let's run the dog. We're gonna run a canine, see if we find any additional contraband. We're searching for any additional evidence that we'll prosecute the subject with.
Talk clear.
Okay. At the end of the day, we got the job done. Took a bad guy off the street, took drugs off the street, and everybody's going home safely.
The individual that we've been having our cooperator talk to that seems to be orchestrating this whole thing, he stopped answering his phone. So at this time, we're gonna kind of stop where we're at, and we're gonna turn custody of our cooperator over to NYPD for further investigation. So the 1.3 kilograms that was seized this morning is going to be headed over to the district attorney's office to be further prosecuted. Everything was put in the cardboard box. Even though this individual helped us out right now, we can't make any promises. He's looking at a steep felony right off the bat. But if he can help us get to the next step, then maybe he can help himself out down the road as far as us being able to say, hey, look, this guy went ahead and tried to make sure that we had all the information we needed to get to the truth that day. I think that there's always going to be drug trafficking occurring in some way, shape, or form. If you ask me, is there an end in sight? I'm gonna tell you no. But if we stop and let it all flow, it's gonna be a lot worse. So it's very important that we keep doing what we're doing as far as HSI is concerned, and as far as protecting everything that comes in at our borders.
There's somebody we're interested in, coming from Nigeria. I believe he's traveling alone. They already came off the flight, so we're gonna get him by passenger processing.
We've arrested a lot of people in the past coming from Nigeria with heroin. The drugs will come from Afghanistan, they'll end up in Nigeria, and then they'll break it down and ship it to different parts of the world, New York primarily being one of them.
A needle in a haystack.
Look.
That's him. Tall guy in the suit. Keep him in sight.
intel on this guy's pretty good. He's associated with some people we arrested swallowing heroin coming from Nigeria about 10 years ago. This is the first time he's coming to the United States since then. We're waiting for him to get his bags and talk to him a little bit more and see what his story is.
It's like a game of hot and cold, man, you know? You don't want to get too close, then it gets too hot. So you want to keep your distance, take a look around, see if he's with anybody. I don't want to feel like, you know, all eyes are on him. Finn.
Yeah.
He got 2 bags. He's going towards the back. How are you, brother? How you doing? What do you need help with, man?
Pardon?
What do you need help with?
Pardon?
Do you need help with anything? You need a hand?
Yeah, I need help.
What do you need?
I need change to take a trolley.
Oh, well, you need to get change or you need to pay with a credit card?
Around, I can't find how
Yeah. No, I can't help you, man. I don't carry change. If you got all your bags, I'll help you get out of here.
I'll do this too.
Let me get your passport 1 second, man. You all right? Good, man, good. Happy to hear that. Come on over, man. Bring that over. While I'm doing the search, I'm gonna ask you don't touch anything on the table, okay? We're good? Very nice.
.32 length? I'm a 32 length. These are yours? What size pants do you wear?
Size 33, 35.
33, 35, right? Yeah, you're a tall guy.
Who are you bringing this for? This is phone number. You're bringing it for somebody?
Who's this guy? Umi, who is he?
His friend, his brother gave it to me to deliver to him. That when I reach here, I should call this number. He'll come and take it.
He's gonna come and get it from you?
Yes, from my hotel.
Oh. You're like a delivery man.
Back it up, brother.
Nothing for him, so for other people.
You got the reaction. You got the body language here.
Nervous, so.
With this gentleman, like any other person, my job is very simple. Make sure they have good intentions on entering the United States. This gentleman's gonna be taken to the pat-down room, and we're gonna make sure he has nothing on his body.
What's happening, sir?
We're gonna check your body. Nothing to be afraid of. We don't bite.
You travel alone today, sir? Just you?
Yeah.
One.
And what do you do for a living?
Right now, I just finished studying. I study psychology, and I'm working like something related with video games.
There's a major music festival this weekend. With the party scene, there's a lot of younger people coming in. Sometimes we run into issues with pills, personal use marijuana. We really just want to see everyone having a good time, but it's still got to be on the up and up.
And this is your...
Yeah, my girl.
Your girl?
Yeah.
Sister girl? What's the purpose of your visit?
Coachella.
Coachella? How long are you gonna stay?
5 days.
5 days. Are you bringing in...
Spring.
Do you guys have hotels reserved and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
What's the name? You want a name of
No,
it?
no, I don't want the name of it.
If you want to come with me, stay.
What about her?
We're together.
No. All right, can you come with me? So what do you do for work?
I'm manager of the club in Paris.
A club in Paris? Whoa. So what kind of work do you do?
Fashion blogger.
What is a fashion blogger?
You know Instagram?
No. Instagram, I barely got like Facebook. I have like 5 friends, I think. I'm gonna go through your bags, okay? Any contraband, any narcotics? Yes?
No.
No? Do you guys have any issues with drugs in your clubs?
All the clubs we have drugs.
No, yeah, without a doubt. But at yours that you work at? No?
No.
Oh, these are heavy. What do you think that is, boss? Did you buy them for her? Thank you. Have fun. Remember, as you're going back out of the country, drugs are still illegal and you're still subject to be searching leaving the country, okay? So just be safe. Don't take anything for granted so you guys can come back and enjoy more festivals in the future.
Yes.
There's 3 ways you bring in narcotics into this country. That's either in the bag, on the body, or inside the body.
It's a negative for anything on the body. So we're going to continue the inspection, have an interview with him, and we'll see how far we got to go with this.
So what kind of business do you have?
Used clothing.
Used clothing. So do you have like a warehouse?
No, not
Look up
warehouse like
there and-
factory.
Sit.
Not warehouse like factory.
Right, so it's a store.
Just a store.
I'm gonna go over something with you, okay? How much money would you make in a good month?
$700.
$700 in a good month. So a bad month would be what?
400.
400. So let's just say you make $500 a month, right? So it's $6,000 a year. How much money you have in your bank account? Approximate.
800,000 naira.
So the money you have in your bank is only about $2,000 US. Have you paid for your hotel yet?
Not yet.
That's $4,400 for your hotel. That's $4,400 that you have to pay before you leave America. You only have access to $2,200 plus the $1,500 in your pocket. Can you tell me what that math is? Under $4,000. So something does not add up.
How? I don't understand.
Oh, I just played it out for you. How can you afford this trip?
Oh.
Your 1 year salary is $6,000. And what you're telling me right now, this trip costs more than that. There is money coming from somewhere else in your situation. He has 2 different itineraries at a hotel. The money he's traveling doesn't seem to be enough to substantiate his trip and keep him here for the time he's staying. So, you know, those are things that are important to us. When things aren't adding up, we have to question travelers a little bit further to make sure that they're here to do what they say they're going to do. Right now, we don't know where you're going. Safe to say?
There's addresses of where I'm going to, sir.
So if I call the Orchard Street Hotel, they're gonna say that you have a reservation there?
You can go ahead and call.
I know I could do a lot of things. I'm asking you if they are going to confirm that.
Yes, sir.
We'll call them up and...
You come pick me up or what?
No, I'll call and pick you up. Calling to see if you have a reservation, because I'm about to bet my bottom dollar you don't even have one. You want to bet?
Go ahead and call.
Yeah, I know. You're not gonna have one.
No problem. Thank you for your time, all right? You have a great one. Bye-bye. We ran his name, told him, hey, listen, you know what? We want to find out if there's any reservation starting today or tomorrow. So the day that he stated he was going to be here, nothing's on file, nothing's there. They don't even have a record of him even attempting to make a reservation. So it's not playing out too well in his favor.
But you don't have a reservation at the Orchard Street Hotel. We called them.
You said I don't have?
No. 100%. So at this point, we really haven't gotten to the bottom of the story. Being as this guy is associated to internal couriers from Africa in the past, we need to talk to him a little bit more about his associations to those people, because they may very well be just friends, family, or they may be associations in the drug game in a business that he probably shouldn't be a part of.
Where were you from in Nigeria again?
From Abriba.
Abriba. I met a few guys from there. I wanted to see if you knew who they were.
Daniel is from Abriba.
Yeah. Doesn't remember? What about Michael?
I don't know.
No? You don't know him either?
What is the Daniel?
I think he was in the same business as you, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he was here right around the same time you were here last, in 2010. Same business, same hometown, here in America at the same time.
Does he live in the States?
He lived in the U.S. for probably about 5 years. Yeah, penitentiary, in prison.
Sorry.
He lived in prison. For swallowing cocaine.
Coincidence, I guess.
I don't know about cocaine. I don't know anything about drugs.
Nothing? What?
No, you can hear.
You having pain? You want an ambulance?
Ambulance?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Your safety is the most important thing right now. Go ahead, lay down. Just let him rest.
Well, this one's good to go. I got a feeling of something. It's got like a deep brownish look to it, like might be something thick in there. This is what I was looking at. It says it's supposed to be some kind of milk chocolate egg, but by the look of it, I don't think so. And it's white powder. I don't know what kind of drug it is, but it's not chocolate. We have to test it on our machine to tell us what kind of drug it is. I have to put all this protection gear just in case there's some type of drug that might do harm, like fentanyl or any other narcotics that could put me out on the floor right here. It's telling me it's ketamine, not fentanyl. Let's go weigh it. $146 grams. They actually did send real candy with us. They'll try any way they can to hide it from us. It's going somewhere here in Southern California, but they won't be getting it now.
You all right?
I'm all right.
No problem. Here in New York, we see a little bit of everything. We see people coming from Africa, from South America, from the Caribbean, right? We deal with people coming from all over, right? And one of the ways people bring drugs into the country from, different places, but Nigeria, one of them, is they swallow pellets. Right? They make a phone call, they let the people in New York know that they're here, and then they start to pass the pellets that are in their stomach. What's gonna happen today is we're gonna take you to the doctor. Yes. So an x-ray from here to here, it's gonna show everything inside of your stomach. When people swallow drugs and they try to come into America, they go to jail. You will not walk out this door until we find out what's in your stomach.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's go. So in order for us to take you for an x-ray, we need your permission. Are you willing to take an x-ray?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want you to sign it here. Okay, that's good. So now this is the first step in doing better, right? Step one. We see over 17 million international travelers come into the JFK. We take literally under 50 of those to a doctor to have an x-ray examination done. We're not grabbing people off the plane and throwing them in front of an x-ray. We do our due diligence. We're gonna bring you over to the doctor, okay? So according to our policy, we're gonna have to put handcuffs on you. You're not under arrest, you're just being detained. Once the doctor says there's nothing inside of you, we take the handcuffs off and free to go, okay? Okay.
Do me a favor, stand up, turn around.
Okay, we're gonna grab this arm over here, bring this arm back. There you go.
You okay?
Yes.
The x-ray doesn't lie. It'll be the answer that everybody has a question mark for now.
Your arm's good? Okay, just a few minutes like this, all right?
and we'll know for sure. We won't be thinking about it later.
Thank you. Keep going, nice and slow. Come right over here. Take a seat over here, sit down. Sit down. Wait for the doctor.
Dealing with internal couriers of narcotics, it's a very dangerous game. Some people do desperate things because they're in desperate situations.
X-ray don't lie, man. X-ray don't lie. No in-betweens with the X-rays. Either it is or it isn't.
We're just kind of looking for a bunch of Coachella people on this flight.
We also have 420 coming up.
Exactly.
Sir? Sir, come with me.
I have nothing with me.
You have nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing? What are we talking about, nothing?
Trust me, nothing. You can check everything.
Hey, listen to the questions, all right? Okay. When you say you have nothing with you, what are you talking about?
I don't know, maybe weed or anything else.
Why would you tell me weed?
I don't know.
Is there anything in here that I need to know about? Right? Yeah. No? Have you been around it before while you were here in the U.S.?
Somebody offered me, yes.
Somebody offered you what?
Weed.
Weed?
Yes.
Did you have some?
No, I don't have some.
Where were you while you were in the U.S.? Where'd you go?
Coachella.
You were in Coachella?
Yes.
So you're around. All right. Well, you know what? It's a little leaf of marijuana. You were smoking weed at the festival. It's a yes or no question.
I was, yes. Yeah, I was.
Thank you. You're a visitor, right?
Yes, I'm from Germany.
Federally, marijuana is illegal.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be partaking in... Now, what does that mean?
Oh, that's a German rap group.
Now you look at...
I need to...
You might want to take a little... You might want to take this a little bit more serious.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
You might not make today's flight, my friend. Oh, now it's serious. Remember the little sign that you had? You were making a commercial. Now it's not funny anymore. Now it's not fun and games, right?
No, it was never funny at all.
Oh, yes, it was when you were throwing up your little signs.
That was stupid.
We encounter these ESTA travelers who only visited for the purpose of attending the music festival. If we go through their belongings and we find any controlled substances or they have a long time history of drug use, then they actually become ineligible for the visa waiver program. We already know that you're an habitual marijuana user. If you try to come in on an ESTA again, per federal law, we're gonna have to remove you from the country. We're gonna visa waiver refuse you. We're gonna let you go today because it's just like nothing.
We allowed him to go home without interfering with his travel, but we're gonna flag him for future travel to the U.S.
Good job, Ringo. Good job, Ringo.
We have everything that would be considered information, but this is negative. I don't look like cards.
Negative for foreign bodies, meaning he doesn't have anything in his system of our interest. Good. Come on outside. You take a seat over in the left. We took the inspection as far as we needed to for our satisfaction. You know, there was a lot of holes in the gentleman's story, from where he's staying to who he's seeing to what he's doing here. So it's our job to verify that everybody coming into the U.S. has good intentions. And that's what we did today.
No hard feelings, man. Don't take it personal.
No, I'm not taking it personal. I'm a Christian. I'm afraid of God first and foremost. And above all, what I want to say is, this is a great country, America. And I said I want to go on holidays to that great country.
My job is to keep the drugs from coming here into America and getting out on the streets. I'm not here to delay people. I'm not here to annoy people. I'm not here to bother them.
How are you, buddy? What was the purpose of the travel, brother?
This gentleman, at the end, he understood. I mean, he knew that we have a job to do. It's nothing personal.
We are en route.
Let's see what we find.
We're looking for unusual passengers, unusual activities.
Excuse me, sir. How you doing, man? You got your passport with you? Where you coming from today?
Lima.
Lima, okay.
Barbosa, on your left. There's a gentleman in a jean jacket walking around the carousel looking suspicious, so I'm gonna get him right now. Hi, you have your passport? Where are you coming from today, sir?
I'm coming from Nigeria.
Nigeria. What caught my attention was that he was there waiting, and once he grabbed his bags, I saw him walk around the whole carousel twice. Then I saw him go to the oversized luggage. He was over there just waiting. It didn't seem right. Okay, sir, why do you come to the United States?
I'm representing my ministry at the AHC conference 2019 in Nevada.
Okay, and what do you have in your bags today, sir?
Just clothes.
Just clothes, nothing else?
He wasn't acting like a regular passenger. He's looking around if anyone's watching him, looking if there's a quicker way out of the situation.
All right, sir, I'm gonna have you follow me really quick, okay? We're gonna do a quick baggage exam. Barbosa Montalvo, be advised, I'm en route. I wanted to see what was his real intention coming into the United States.
I'm encouraged. You understand?
I understand, sir, but you need to understand right now, I'm still gonna go ahead and take a look at your bags and everything. Morning. You have any food in this bag? Just gonna take a look. As an ag specialist, my main focus is agriculture-related items. Okay, so you just have bread?
Yeah, bread.
And what else? Bread and cheese? Okay. So in addition to passengers who bring in food items for their own personal consumptions, we also have food couriers. Food couriers are in the business of bringing commercial shipments of food from point A to point B.
Where are you coming from? Mexico?
So each food courier will bring in 3 to 6 bags, and they are filled to the gills. This is a cheaper and faster way to get commercial shipments of food into the U.S. Okay, you're all set. They'll drop off their products to someone who's waiting outside for them. Then they'll hop on another flight, and then we can see them again tonight or see them the next morning. You're gonna put all your bags right here, okay?
There's something different in the density.
You can see something round shaped.
and inside a roll.
So does this one look like a food?
It's not look like a food, it's something else.
Even though most food couriers aren't up to anything illegal, on occasion, illicit products such as narcotics are found.
It's not exactly sausage, but it looks like a sausage. But when you touch a sausage, usually it's harder. But when I squeeze the item, it's soft. There was a powder inside the packet, but to tighten up with ribbon. And I do the field test. Positive cocaine.
Thank you.
Go ahead and place all your belongings on top of the belt for me. I'm gonna do a quick baggage exam. All right, sir. So how many days will you be staying in the United States?
5 days.
5 days. Any food in your bags today?
Really, they are just snacks.
Snacks. Okay.
Yes.
So tell me about this ministry.
My ministry is in charge of
Petroleum industry, okay? What's your position title?
senior petroleum engineer.
So you're an engineer?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Is this your badge?
That is my,
Okay.
that's my office ID card.
I'm gonna have you step back from me, please, okay?
Yeah.
It's been expired since last year.
One of the best ones is now working.
What was the last day you went to work?
The day before yesterday.
Do you have a employee ID? It's not expired?
They've not issued and
It
it's
doesn't
not
take 3
issued.
months to issue an ID, sir.
So where is this conference at?
Southern Lake Tahoe.
Lake Tahoe.
Call him, confirm.
I'll call him. Just take a seat, okay?
One, 2, 3, 350, 390, 400, 404.
Hello? My name is Officer Lara. I'm with U.S. Customs and Border Protection. I'm just trying to see if this reservation is still active. He's here in regards for this workshop. You don't have a reservation for that number. You guys canceled it? Okay. Thank you so much for your assistance, ma'am. How much did you pay to attend this workshop?
You have not paid.
You have not paid.
Yes.
According to the workshop, which I have called, you actually had to pay before in order to attend this workshop.
No. Once I get there.
You need to pay ahead of time in order to attend this workshop, is what I'm telling you. So you're telling me that the event lied to me, to a federal officer, they lied to me.
That is exactly what is happening.
Tell you right now, brother, there's a lot of holes in that story.
I'm not lying.
Your conference, it's at a hotel. Why didn't you get reservations?
I'm not the only one from my ministry that have come for this conference.
He's not answering my questions.
Right now, you're gonna go speak to another set of officers. They're gonna give you the opportunity to be honest. The mistakes you made with me by not being honest with me, you get another chance, and they're gonna decide whether you can come in or not today, okay?
We just conducted the field test, and it came out as a positive for cocaine. We placed the subject under arrest. he was pretty calm. He's not excited, he's not upset, he's not nervous. It looks like he probably knew, or it looks like he had a previous experience. We call Homeland Security Investigation, and the special agent, they will come and take over the case to prosecute the subject. We have a guy here, it's a food courier coming from Mexico, and he has a sausage appear anomaly. I conducted a field test, and it came as a positive cocaine. So right now, we placed him under arrest, and here we go, guys. You take it from here, I guess.
Thanks, boss. All right, I'll talk to you. We're actually seeing a little uptick when it comes to food couriers bringing in things that are legal. They may believe that they weren't inspected as heavily as before, so I think that's why they're being used currently. Concealment-wise, the external stuff, we're just seeing more and more creativity. Pretty much, if you pick it, you know, any item in your head, they're gonna try and fit some kind of drugs into it and smuggle it into the U.S. Inside, there was powder cocaine. Some of it's starting to fall out. Some of it might be a little bit hardened just from being packed together, but for the most part, it was definitely made to look like a food item. This only is about 200 grams, which still, it's a lot of drugs, but for federal and for what the normal weight that we see, it's not gonna be a whole lot. That's gonna go over to the NYPD labs. That small intel can turn into the linchpin that leads us to capturing someone that's big in these drug trafficking organizations down the road. Every single seizure is one more step that we get to these drug trafficking organizations.
Apparently he's attending this workshop, so we called this place and we asked him if he was registered, and they told us that he was not registered and he hasn't paid the dues.
Yes, sir.
At this moment, he has to realize that we got him lying. But, I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's always good to give people that opportunity to come clean.
I'm gonna take a statement from you. We're just gonna talk about your purpose of travel. What are you doing here? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that all statements you're about to make are true and complete to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, put your hand down. What country are you a citizen of?
Nigeria. I'm a citizen of Nigeria.
And the purpose of travel to the United States was?
To attend a conference.
Sir, immigration officers contacted this convention. They don't know who your team is. I don't believe him 100%, but if he's telling the truth, I can't just jump to conclusions after a few questions. And you are currently employed, correct?
I'm a chemical engineer.
Chemical engineer?
Yes.
Who hired you? What is that person's name?
Doctor. That is
so if we call the embassy to verify that person, he will vouch for you?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, you think so? Okay.
Yes, I work under him.
Okay. All right. With passenger Abdullah, 80% he's lying, 20% he could be telling the truth. To verify his employment, we do a little bit more research on that passenger. I don't waste time because we just want to know the truth. Just think about all the things you said. Just think, okay?
We've already had one narcotic seizure concerning a food courier today, and now we've been called right back for another one. It's raining outside today, and like they say, when it rains, it pours. The individual that we have was found to be a food courier coming in from Mexico.
We just want to weigh actual drugs. You got a truer weight. That's almost 2.5 kilos of heroin. Get all over. Got it. 7 PVC pipes in total, filled with cocaine.
Two and a half kilos of heroin and 4 to 5 kilos of cocaine. Yeah, it's a substantial amount of narcotics. He's going to have key evidence in identifying the ultimate recipient, and that will lead us to the street-level dealer or to additional narcotics that are here in the States. Is it a big place, or is it...
No, sí, para gente que, para que usted trabaje, ¿es un lugar grande o...?
Porque tiene casa de envíos, mandan dinero a países.
It's a big company.
Big company.
Big company, yeah.
La verdad que no me merezco estar aquí. Yo soy nunca he tenido un problema yo en Estados Unidos jamás.
Entiendo. La gente para que usted trabaja,
Ajá.
¿sabes la dirección?
Sí,
Thank you. Thank you. Gracias. The courier is still detained at the airport, but we broke the team off and sent some agents to take care of this while the iron's hot. You know, we wouldn't want to come tomorrow and knock on the door and the business claim no knowledge of what's going on. Anyone on the radio?
Yeah, top.
We're on scene now.
You state that everything you presented is true, and what you're saying is true.
Very true. Very, very true. I don't have any reason to lie.
Okay. So
because it is not in my intention to work either in America or anywhere. I want to remain in my country.
When did I say that you were coming to work? I never said that.
No, I'm just telling you, either verify.
Sir, the officers have already verified as much as they can, and your story doesn't match. Mr. Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Can I say something to you?
Yes.
You had no idea that we were actually going to call the Nigerian government to verify. If you are a government official,
yes,
and they stated they don't know anything about you or your officers coming, we find you inadmissible because this letter you're presenting is not real. And the visa that you presented will be canceled today.
The job we do, it is challenging because people who are desperate to come into the U.S., they will continue to lie. But basically, our job is catching liars and having them tell the truth. And that's what we do.
Right, Mr. Abdullah.
We know he's inadmissible, and there's a flight that's leaving that evening, so we want him on that flight to go back home.
We understand you're providing a service, goods, into the U.S. No one suspicious, right? No new customers, no suspicious.
Not at all.
No?
It's always the same week after week. Over the same customers. And we check everything. I don't know what happened this time.
Key is you just knowing your customer. That's what's most important right now.
Absolutely. Whatever I can do.
All right, again, thank you. Thank you. This is a business that receives packages from Mexico. The business owner kept good records?
I think it's good.
So everything from today is still here?
Yes.
The fact there are no other shipments similar to the one we intercepted and the level of cooperation we received, it doesn't appear that the business was involved. At this stage of the investigation, we believe that somebody likely put the heroin and cocaine into the luggage using an established legitimate business to move drugs over the border. We used him. He's like he's a mailman.
Exactly.
All right, we'll see you back there. Thank you. This is the end of today. This is the end of tonight, but not the end of the case. Finding the responsible parties is not a one-night operation.
Make sure we call our checkpoints out, all right? When we're going, Victor 2, make sure you do that, okay? Today we're gonna be doing a narcotics transfer. We're gonna be moving all of the narcotics and property that's been seized at JFK and brought to a facility to be destroyed. All right, let's go. Ready?
All right, guys.
This is a secret operation because the drug dealers and the cartels and things like that, they may want it back.
Wait for me to give the all clear.
So we're out there with M4s, Kevlar vests, and what we need to match any firepower that comes at us.
It's very significant. I mean, you're talking about thousands of pounds of contraband. It's a dirty job, someone's got to do. There he goes. Look at that, one scoop. Awesome. Crane operator will pick it all up, dropped into the boiler, 1,000 degrees. Where it's incinerated. It's a matter of saving lives, which is what we do every day. Getting this stuff off the streets is gonna make a difference.
Come on, buddy. There's these 2 crates, and then the other one's further down.
Yeah, start down there.
Thank you.
We had information that there was a shipment arriving today on a flight from Colombia.
Boom. It's that one.
We utilized the canines to help us search. The canine alerted to the box. So let's bring it in and see what's going on. Well, here's the package. As you can see, it's already got this tape on it.
Right. Customs tape from Colombia.
Yeah.
Saying the package has already been opened.
Which means absolutely nothing, because you know we're going to search it.
Right.
So let's see what we got. Well, that's nice.
Hope that's cocaine.
So, let's see. Just a small amount. Negative. Cornmeal and dextrin from corn.
What we have here is not illegal. It's just it's corn, ground corn. So we'll release it and send it on its way.
Could just be a test run. maybe there was some drug residue they had placed on the box to see if it got intercepted or not. So we have to continue to remain vigilant, even though this time it was nothing.
Good morning, everyone. In the past year, we've been working hand in hand with CBP to address the current opioid crisis. We're now going to take those strategies and some of that experience that we've gained and apply it to the passenger terminal arena. Operation Blue Blend is an effort to identify and combat international drug trafficking organizations that are currently importing drugs via commercial flights into JFK. Simply put, we're going to catch the bad guys. Today is a HSI CBP joint operation. CBP is leading the charge in the detection of these couriers. Just want to introduce you guys to CBP Deputy Chief Joe Penn. He'll be spearheading the operation today at the terminals. I'm going to turn it over to Joe to talk a little bit about the breakdown of how these teams are going to function.
So nothing revolutionary here, guys, right? We're just looking to get some extra eyes in the terminals. HSI, you guys are going to be blending in with the crowds, looking for people acting suspicious, waiting for their luggage, making stops, doing bag exams, assisting with pat-downs. The ultimate goal here is put some weight on the table, find some narcotics, and get some arrests out of it.
A lot of people. We got a little army today.
One of you guys will walk? You want to just stay down here?
CBP traditionally is looking at passengers, they're looking at cargo. HSI is more of an investigative branch.
I need 2 more agents. You 2, go.
Bringing us together and sharing information, we're taking the expertise of CBP, the expertise of HSI.
If you see some of the rivets don't match, that's something I want to look at.
It really helps everybody, and it's going to make for a good working relationship going forward.
It's going to be a fun day.
There's 3 major countries that produce cocaine: Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia. Colombia being the most prolific producer of cocaine in the world. Heading to gate D11, we got a flight coming from Colombia.
Passenger may be of interest on this plane. It's a female, mid-30s. And we'll take a look to see if she's smuggling any narcotics or anything.
Can you show the picture?
Señorita, ¿presta el pasaporte?
Ay, sí, señor.
¿Dónde vienes?
De Barranquilla.
Que le vaya bien.
It's the worst thing ever.
Oh, right here, right here. She's the target. Estamos, pasaporte. Do me a favor, just wait right here for me. I'll be right with you. She's the target. This shouldn't take long. We're just gonna go down. We'll check what carousel, you can identify and collect your bag. We'll search through the bag real quick. I think we only have to go 2 stops.
Do not exit train, boarding only. Doors are closing. Please stand clear.
Hey, you saw that? You saw that?
Extension 2. Do not exit train, boarding only.
We need to check with her shoes, so the soles, oversized shoes like that, they typically use to conceal narcotics.
Doors are closing.
Shoes look a little awkward, a little crooked.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to go hit a Dominican Republic flight. It's a transit country. We see a lot of narcotics coming in from the Dominican Republic. We're going to have agents at the gate. We also have some agents down plain side. We're going to do some random checks and see what happens.
Were these three already x-rayed?
Yeah, they're already x-rayed.
Oh, okay. Right now, we're getting the first few bags that are coming off the Dominican flight. These are ones I want to crack open. Whenever we have a flight that comes in through JFK, bags get searched at random. Is that styrofoam? No, that's powder. It's like right in the bottom, along the lining. The area that it is in the bag is known for a hidden location where smugglers will put any kind of illicit substance, contraband, cocaine. It's chunky, it looks like the consistency. It's crumbly, I didn't find anything containing powdered sugar. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't get no alert. Could just be residual. Even though the dog didn't hit on it, I'm not comfortable with it. The officer's not comfortable with it. So I think I'm gonna have someone inside take an extra look at the passenger. There's just too many red flags for me to let this go without being more thorough.
I just got word from Patrick. CBP identified a suspicious piece of luggage. We are now going to attempt to identify the owner of the luggage coming off the plane.
Sir, can I see a passport?
Passport's out, folks.
Have your passports out, guys. Thank you.
You guys travel together? Yeah.
Your friends or family?
Friends? Yes.
That's her. That's her right there. She's traveling with 2 additional females. So we're gonna want to talk to all 3. We'll wait till like the very end to grab them. Okay.
Yeah, on the way up.
So you're not transporting in excess of $10,000?
I wish.
How much money do you have with you?
Probably like $200.
Okay. Anybody give you anything to bring?
Just 2 catalog books.
What's it called?
Sony catalogs, I don't know, like
Sony.
manuals.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay. She stated that the books were actually a request from a known narcotics smuggler. VCRs? He asked for manuals for a VCR?
Yeah. I guess they're too expensive. I don't know for what. I mean, I would just look it up on the internet article. There must be a reason why he needs one.
The manual for outdated technology. I don't know why someone would be requesting that. That doesn't make sense. I haven't seen a VCR in a long time.
This is like vintage stuff.
Sometimes they'll try to conceal the narcotics within the spine, so you have to fine-tooth comb that whole book. Negative. I'm gonna have 2 female officers pat you down real quick. If everything's good, you're free to be on your way. Everything there seemed to be good. Now that I've ruled all that out, the last thing to check is to see if the passenger actually has it on her body.
Okay. Right now, we're watching these girls over there waiting to get their bags. Once they get them, CBP is going to make the initial stop.
There you go. How are you? See your passport?
Yeah.
Sometimes people put stuff in other people's bags.
Hey, listen, ladies, let's take a quick look at your bags, okay?
So we're going to end up talking to all three of them separately, see what they have to say.
What's this, cassava?
Yeah. Want a piece?
Nah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, go ahead. You eat this? What is it?
No.
Soap?
Soap.
Oh, okay.
Did I look crazy to you?
She's being kind of flirtatious. She wasn't really taking the inspection all that serious. Could be a sign of nervous behavior.
Why do my friends look upset?
Why do they look upset?
Yeah, it's all.
Oh, it's our fault.
Yeah.
Well, how about you ask them once you're done? Okay?
The subject that had residue in her luggage is very quiet right now, tense, not making too much eye contact.
Did you have any makeup or anything on this side? Okay. So on one of your clothes, when I moved it, I'd show you. If I can find it again, there was like some little white powdery. I don't know what it was. Oh, deodorant?
They're dirty clothes. I didn't wash them.
Oh, okay. And I asked her about it. She said that it was probably deodorant, but it was really grainy.
All right.
It's a good pat down.
All right, listen. The last process is we're just going to make sure you don't have anything in your body. Yeah, not here. You're gonna have to wait a second because it's gonna be a female, okay? It's not gonna be a guy. It's gonna be two females. We're gonna take you in a private search room real quick.
The amount of powder that we found isn't enough to test. I'm not gonna arrest someone just based on a little bit of residue in a bag.
Next.
All three of them.
Females and pat down, negative. Again, bags were negative. We don't have enough right now, so we'll just cut them loose for today.
Okay, you can start putting your stuff back, all right?
I'm gonna reward.
You getting out of here is the reward, you know what I'm saying?
I'll talk to my guys, look over their travels, and see what we could build from this. Maybe something that we could target in the future.
I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much.
While you were conducting the baggage exam, I was observing the passenger, and she couldn't stay still. And she would crisscross one way, and then no more than 10 seconds later, she'd go back to normal. And what I've seen in the past is that when there's a package on the inside of the shoe, and it's just sitting, her foot's sitting the wrong way, it's actually causing pain while she's walking.
Right.
Thank you. We'll remove the shoes and actually try to probe the shoes to see if there's any narcotics hidden within there. When you probe, the narcotics will actually get stuck within the grooves here. When you pull out, you actually have enough to test.
It's heavy.
Today was a long day. It's still not over.
Defeat now. We're
Right?
going all
Still
night.
not over.
See your passport?
Where are you coming from today? Montego Bay? Drugs can come at any time. Anyone can be carrying them, no matter age, race, where they're coming from. A lot of products, huh?
Yep.
So you can't get that here?
I don't think so. It's just
No. Right now, we're just looking for behaviors, who's traveling with who.
Family? Together? No, solo, huh?
You do have to have all your senses ready to go at any time. All right, buddy, put your bag up here for me. This passenger was coming from Amsterdam, one of the countries we consider high risk for narcotics. As I'm going through the bags, I noticed that the passenger had an unusual amount of lotions and shampoos for the amount of time he was staying here. The bottles were full, they felt heavy, and seemed to be very pasty, kind of grainy. And that's when I felt we had something. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go talk in a private room, okay? Hey, come with me, okay?
Negative. Yeah, there's nothing there.
She's one of the 99%. On her way. Have a good day. The vast majority are bona fide travelers, well over 99%. But it's not like the judicial system. We have to have the reverse mentality because you never know who's bringing it. It could be anybody. Keep fishing. That was a release. Just throw it back in the water and see what we catch.
We have the passenger in the pat-down room, and we're going to be testing the bottles to see exactly what it is, and we'll move on from there.
You take this back here.
All right.
Some of them are liquid, some of them are powder.
Okay.
We're gonna test it with Gemini. It scans the contents of hard objects or liquids. Ketamine hydrochloride.
Ketamine, street name, Special K. It's a big club drug. Basically removes the person from their body. In the past, it was being stolen mostly from veterinary offices. Now we're starting to see a lot of it being smuggled in from outside the country.
Now we're gonna get a gross weight.
Those are all of them right there.
The gross weight is 4.279 kilograms. So we're looking at a little under $90,000 in the street value. To get 4 1/4 keys off the street, that's a pretty good hit. This is pretty significant.
Just relax, okay? Relax.
So now the gentleman's gonna be processed here.
You start with your right side.
The case was accepted for prosecution.
Good.
A great win for the team.
Thank you, guys. All right, take it easy. Take it easy, guys. Nos vemos, yeah. It's good to get those drugs off the street. Definitely makes a big impact, and it helps you keep doing your job and fueling you more to try to catch it.
Great job, man. That's
Guys,
awesome.
We appreciate everything.
No, are you kidding me, dude? You guys are awesome.
Taking care of everything.
Stop, right?
Yeah.
No info on this ahead of time?
No info.
I love that.
It feels good. It feels good to be able to say I've completed a mission and work as a team. The HSI agents response in this case was excellent. They were there ready to go with everything they needed, so we could just smoothly transition everything to them.
I like it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, dude.
Teamwork makes the dream work, man. Good job.
Operation Blue Blend. One force, one team. That's some ketamine that's never gonna make it to the streets of New York. And that's what we're here to do.